we do have some guests
Yes.
ready to talk to us about a controversial subject.
I know.
I believe, Kathy. So
Yeah.
let's bring them in here.
Okay.
We've got Dr. Ellie Hasken-Wagner, who we know and love on the show here.
Hello.
Good to see both
Good to
of
see
you.
you. I feel like you were
See
just
you.
here,
I
right?
know, it's only been a little while. I'm back again. You can't stop the museum. You can't stop us at all. But I'm here with, some interesting event is going on.
Okay.
So, we are doing this event called Murder Most Fowl, and it will be at the museum the first 4 Wednesdays in August, beginning at 5:30, and we have like 7:30 run time, but that's longer than we think it'll be. It'll probably be closer to about an hour or so.
Okay.
And tickets are $10
Okay.
plus each additional person is $5. So if you bring 2 people, it's $15. If you bring 3 people, it's only $20.
There you go.
Pretty inexpensive, but it is an interactive experience, and I brought with me 2 folks who have been very involved in the interactive component of it. If you don't mind to introduce yourselves.
Yes, my name is Elmer, and I am the president of the Save the Ducks local chapter.
And I am Eloise, and I am the president of the Frankfurt High version of the Save the Ducks chapter.
Yeah, so if you
exciting.
It is, but it's difficult. So as I'm
Okay.
sure you both are aware, there have been hundreds of dead ducks appearing all over our community and our landscape and our waterways. But interestingly, their bodies are also being placed in the museum.
Wow.
There I am.
You look very
reacting.
forlorn.
Yeah, and that's only a few of the ones that have been put in our new waterways exhibit, which is just, distressing to say
Yeah.
the least. And so, Elmer and Eloise, you all have been leading some protests in front of the museum, which has been pretty distressing for us.
Well,
but
Elmer looks very distressed.
Yes, it's a foul murder. It's a travesty.
A foul murder, a travesty.
Yeah. So these protests have been really heated. They're happening every Wednesday night. So
wow.
if you're feeling really passionate about duck murders, do you all have any leads? Do you suspect anybody right now?
We are doing our best to investigate the situation, and poison is a possibility.
Poison is a possibility.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, and so the museum
This is horrible.
It's horrible. And what's interesting is that I've heard through the grapevine that there might be some counter protests mounting that are in support of humans over ducks and that are upset by the increase of pro duck protesting.
I was worried about that. In our highly divisive, nature of our country right now, I was worried about, a counter protest.
Ducks and humans.
But I just want to let everyone know that the killing of a duck is a very serious crime. Now, there is hunting, and that's highly regulated, and you have to follow the rules. But outside of that, there are very serious state and federal crimes that were violated here, and we won't stand for that.
We won't stand for that.
So the museum
blame you.
is very dedicated to helping resolve this issue, regardless of the protests that are being mounted outside of our facility. We believe in community representation and dialogue and discussion. So for anyone who chooses to attend not only the protests, but also the resolution component, the experience.
Yes.
There will be light refreshments that are served. Alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages are included as well.
Okay.
And we're really encouraging audience members to pick a side.
Well, that was going to be my question. If you attend, do you have to pick a side?
You do have to pick a side. Yeah.
Okay.
So, obviously Elmer and Eloise have a side that they're feeling particularly engaged with. And do you all mind to share maybe 1 or 2 of your protest chants that you all have come up with?
Well, of course, yeah. Our favorite is "Don't be a schmuck, save a duck."
Don't be
I
a
like
schmuck, save a duck.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. So
So glad Eloise is here.
Me too. She's the backup we all need.
She
in our lives,
is. Everybody
really.
needs a good hype girl.
Honestly, it's so true, and it's really appreciated.
Right. She's she's learning, and I'm glad that she's invested in saving the ducks. So we're very proud to have our young people
Start
involved.
them young.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. So we're really hoping that folks will come out
Okay.
and Be involved.
Be involved.
Be
Choose a
engaged.
side.
Choose a side.
So if
be
they are
engaged.
interested, what do they need to do?
Great question.
Okay.
So they need to visit the capitalcitymuseum.com/booking. Or you could just go to our website and click book tours now. And I know it says tours and this isn't a tour, but we do a lot of tours.
Yeah.
So, gotta make the button work for two things, right?
That's right.
So if you click on that, it'll
Yeah.
redirect you to the possibility to
Okay.
book your experience.
Is there anything people need? Is there an age requirement for this?
So we are suggesting 12 and over, but
Okay.
it's no hard and firm.
I have a mature 11-year-old.
I think as long as
Okay.
they're a mature 11-year-old
Okay.
and they come
Right.
ready to
Yes.
Oh, yes. I think she would be fine.
Okay.
She would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to it. This will be the first in a series of museum misdeeds.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So we really hope folks will come out. Also, I want to throw a little thing out there. I know everyone here, knows I'm a doctor, Dr. Ellie, and I
the
specialize in
honorable.
honorable Dr. Ellie. You got to do the hand.
Dr. Colonel.
Honorable
Ellie.
Dr. Colonel. Many folks know that I got my doctorate by studying Mothman, the creature.
Nice.
But prior to that, it was aliens, and I saw, this is the unidentified edition.
Yes.
So anyone who wants to come talk about aliens at any point.
Okay,
at
well, I
any time,
saw there was
come
like
on
a
down.
little mention on the script about the alien talk. While you're here, what do you think about all that?
So I love it. Disclosure is such an interesting and fascinating phenomenon, and
Yeah.
I could literally go on
Yeah.
and on
Yeah.
and on and on.
It has been just fascinating
It's
with
been
the
wild.
committee hearing.
It
Yeah.
has been wild. And so the ufologists, which is the term for people who study UFOs, have been
Yeah.
pushing for disclosure committee hearings for years,
Yeah.
especially because there have been concise and extreme efforts by the British government to disclose their documents, their version of Project Blue Book, which was the United States' original investigation into UFOs. And so because of that, the British government has released every single one of their documents from the mid-20th century up until, I believe, like 2010, related to unidentified
That's
aerial
amazing,
phenomena.
yeah.
So the ufologists have been really pushing for the U.S. to do the same.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that since the disclosure and the leak of the Tic Tac UFO sighting by
Right.
the Air Force,
Yeah.
that it's kind of pushed all this into the light. And I'm just going on now. I could really talk about it.
Elmer
Been
has
to
a question.
Roswell, been to all that.
No, I just would like to say that I hope people are as concerned about the ducks in our community,
That's true.
as something that may or may not exist. So,
We
save
know
the
the ducks are real.
The ducks are real, and they deserve a habitat here.
Okay.
Reserve a habitat.
They do. Thank you.
So thank you all very much.
Well, we are so glad that you all came to visit us and to share this experience, and we hope we invite everybody to check out Capital City Museum and the Murder Most Fowl. So are we we will see Elmer there? He'll be there?
All 4 Wednesdays.
Okay.
I will be there. Eloise will be there. We want to encourage people to come and join us. We'll have signs. You can protest with us. We need as many people to show their support for the ducks as possible.
As
Okay.
many people to show their support for the ducks as possible.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you heard it here, folks.
That's right. Well, and if I can, I mean, I'll go ahead and say what side I'm on.
Oh.
Protect
my
the ducks.
Protect the ducks.
Coming in hot on the
Around
ducks.
10 is pro-bird.
We are
Zach Hubbard
we
is
are
very pro-bird.
Pro-fowl.
Okay?
Pro-fowl,
Pro-fowl.
pro-bird.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
So
very much.
I want to say protect the ducks. And I'm with Elmer and Eloise.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Absolutely. With you all.
Well, I hope you'll come join the protest, Zach. I expect
I
to
might,
see you out
honestly. I very well might.
there. Perfect.
I'm open. I will have to attend so that I can
You can be
make my
swayed.
decision. Yeah.
You can be swayed.
Absolutely. I mean, I like people.
Arms over wings. You know what I mean?
I like wings, though. Hot wings.
Well, before we let you all go, do you have either of you have an answer for our question of the day today about we're talking about music, talking about artists who you would bring back potentially for one more performance? What about you, Elmer? What jumps to mind?
Oh my gosh. I have to say that, anybody that would support an environmental cause is my choice. I don't really have time for music. I have time for ducks. So,
Maybe Bjork is as far as you go.
Yeah.
With her loose costume,
I did it. I got it.
Funny.
Diana Ross.
Oh, look at you.
That's nice.
Bring her back.
Anytime,
call.
any
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I would. Oh, that would be sick.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Eloise?
I mean, I have to go with Elmer, anyone who would protect the ducks.
Oh, of
That's
course.
fair. I like it. On brand. I like it.
Smart kid.
Smart kid. Well, we appreciate you guys being here.
Thanks for having us.
And remind everybody, Murder Most Fowl on Wednesday nights in August at the Capital City Museum.
That's right. Go to capitalcitymuseum.com to get your tickets today.